Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Buck Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the 49ers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will start this game off. Okay, ready? Dropping back, it's Ford. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. But what's important is what people believe.
And here comes the heat, and they get home. Get him at the 21. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So the Charlotte 49ers offense has the ball for the first time. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
Knocked down for the tackle.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone read. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Under fire. Punts it out of the air. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down. Gonna run it. It's Mason. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And the 49ers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's take just a minute and talk about Charlotte. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Grab behind the line, it's Alexander. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking to pass. It's Ford. Quickly to the flat, wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? 3rd, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen, because they're just so dynamic.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. You didn't even give them time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly will. To take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some... down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's a return from the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give out of the gun. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The give on the inside. There he goes. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dances away to buy time. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Snagged out of the air. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done. Now the offense is coming off the field.
Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick release on the RPO. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Back to pass, it's Ford. Rushes on him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional ground.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
The quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He wants it all. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Rebels. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Great play by the defense, taking that back for a pick 6. And as a quarterback, if you're going to throw to your running back, you've got to be accurate with it. Remember, they are not receivers. And if you make it difficult and tricky, bad things happen, and it did right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Bowling Green. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Bringing the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Jumped on top of the pile. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 49ers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
And the 49ers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a crease. It's Young. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hopkins. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the draw. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the 1st down.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Loss yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And his offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This would be huge, right?
Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Niners.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He's in open space downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll move the tight end. Scanning the field, it's Ford. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Makes the catch. It's Alexander. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Ellis. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Mason. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The 49ers will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Got him downfield. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half. Not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Ford. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Running behind that left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Pocket breaking down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the 49ers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He has the first and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football. Get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads quickly.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He's got him. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense got him at the 27.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Gives it to the back on the draw. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the 49ers will call on their punt team. Just need to crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the marker. At the 35, he's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second one with the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. It's complete. Nice job to get it past the stick. Get him down at the 35. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
To throw, it's Ford. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Using his legs, it's Young. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. And the ball's free in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Those defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The 49ers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looks it in at the 40. Touchdown, Rebels! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Middle Tennessee is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 25 over the Groupers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll go to the ground. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Motion from the wideout. He leaves it with the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first three periods. Wants to fire on second down. He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Caught close to the marker. It's Ellis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
A little screen to the running back.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. To the air, it's Ford. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right.
Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And wings it incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game 1, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. And the 49ers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. the sure hands. It's Moncrief. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The 49ers have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the 49ers will line up to punt it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy with.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
This is an area of the game on offense. You've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Tight end now in motion. Back has it. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Now facing a third and long. He'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But